Good afternoon. My name is Daryl Vinson, and I am from the University of Memphis Executive MBA program. And I'm here to talk to you about something that I find absolutely amazing. And what that is Kevin Kelly's take on technology. This book that I read is absolutely fantastic. And as Dr. Janz, part of our program is that we're to begin to bring different technologies that we've discovered and begin to discuss them in relation to Kevin Kelly's book on technology's 12 forces. And what I posted was something about a particular technology known as OLED. That's OLED. Now, this particular technology, I discovered this particular information about 4 or 5 years ago through my brother-in-law, who's an absolute techie. And he came to my house and he says, Daryl, he said, what do you think about being able to have an actual television that could wrap around a pole? What do you think about being able to have a TV screen as thin as a sheet of paper that you can actually put on the wall as though it was wallpaper? I told him, I remember sitting at my desk in my office and I said, you know what? That would be a game changer. That would be something that would completely change how information is disseminated between businesses, communication, and people, no matter where they go. I kept seeing the future with that. And he showed me some early on videos about OLED. Now, about 4 years later, I'm seeing that this particular technology is now becoming commonplace. With this OLED technology that's there, we'll be able to have what Kevin Kelly described as screening. And what screening is that it's the ability to have access to information everywhere you go. It's like being able to go to the store and we see the display screens that are there. We see them. However, what makes it interesting is that it's pretty much in controlled environments. You will see them maybe at the gas tanks now. You will see the television displays. You know, you're going to Kroger and right before you check out, they have a television display. Okay, that's great. That's fine. But what about being able to have access to information when you're in the park? Or let's say that you're on the bus and the entire top of the bus is actually a television screen. CNN is running, giving you up to date information of everything that's going on around the world. You're able to access Bloomberg while you're in the airport standing next to a pole. You see advertisements, you see displays, you see these things absolutely everywhere you go. So Kelly's thought pattern on what screening was is really something that we're seeing right now. The ability to be able to take um, display screens and make them as thin as paper, where they're able to be rolled up, spread out, hung on walls, hung around poles, placed anywhere you want them to be, and having incredible, crisp visuals. Them also having transparent backgrounds so that you're able to see through the different screens. Them being able to interface with each other, and not only OLED being able to interface with other technology, but also them being able to interface with other human aspects of it. I saw something that was amazing. Was that OLED being able to wrap around different body parts and being able to read blood pressure, to be able to tell how long a bone has been broken, to be able to give a prognosis of how long the healing process is, then being able to capture that information and being able to transfer it at a moment's notice anywhere you want to go. You can literally be anywhere and have a computer rolled up like a scroll and unroll it, and you have access to information. So the process of screening, I believe, is going to be one of the greatest forms of technology that is going to transform not only the business world. I think it's going to change the medical world. I think it's going to change the world of education. I think it's going to change how we actually live in our homes. You know, he talked about how we would lose privacy, talked about how that tracking, he talked about us not necessarily buying things, but we would actually use things because we will be able to do things, be able to have access to cars like we have with Uber, and then being able to use them for a period of time. I think screening is the most important piece of technology that has come out in the world right now.